Hey, good morning. Good morning. It's what is it, about 5 o'clock a.m. I made it to the gym already. A couple things have really been tugging at my heartstrings, and it's really hard to approach the situation. Um, and when I say it's hard, is because the things that are tugging at me are people related. Anytime you're dealing with people, you're going to get uh, you're going to get some type of pullback on what it is that you're requesting of them. And I remember growing up as a kid, my dad, and let me be very clear. I love this guy to death, and I use him as an example in a lot of things. But the fact of the matter is, it's not always the people who are doing the best or the most successful that you're going to be able to learn the most from. Sometimes it's people who've made a lot of mistakes that you're going to be able to learn from because they're going to show you what not to do. And even though he's taught me a lot, and our main theme growing up was be a leader, never a follower. He spent the majority of my life sleeping and then going to work and that repetitive routine. And I think he missed out. I think he feels like he may have missed out. I think he has some type of regret, and I can see it in his eyes and I can see it in his body language. Um, our relationship is pretty much the same. Um, I think because we're both adults now, we can have these conversations about certain things. But ultimately, in the big scheme of things, um, that's not really the type of relationship I want to have with my family. I don't want to spend my whole life building a business that takes me away from them. But I also know me, and I know that I like the nicer things in life. I also know that I like to go places. And you can't do that without establishing yourself financially. Nor do I also want to leave a big, giant mess for my kids to have to figure out. There would be nothing more gratifying than at the end of my journey to know that I've left something behind for them to build on, not just monetary, but also mentally, that I was able to leave the best possible instructions based off of how I live my life. Um, so the things that are tugging at my heartstrings are family related. But I'll challenge anybody this, and this is something that I'm going to work on now. I'm learning to hone in a little bit more onto my heart, to the things that are calling to me. I'm learning how to